Still can't process what you just binge-watched on Tiger King? Well, here's some more news to wrap your head around. Why was Joe taken to the hospital in prison? Is his husband going to wait for him until he is released? And what are Dillon's comments about making love in front of tigers, as shown in the documentary? Hi, I'm Peter, and here are the latest Tiger King updates in this post-documentary world. The New York Post reported that Joe Exotic was transferred to a prison medical center from coronavirus isolation on April the 2nd. For more than 20 years, Joe owned the Greater Wynwood Exotic Animal Park and claimed to be one of the most prosperous tiger breeders in the US. And he might have remained just a cool character inspiration for Sacha Baron Cohen to play if in January of 2020, Joe hadn't been sentenced to 22 years in prison. The case became a worldwide sensation, not only because of Joe's unusual job, but because of his extravagant lifestyle shown in the Netflix documentary. Joe, whose real name is Joseph Allen Maldonado Passage, is currently serving a 22-year sentence for falsifying wildlife records, violating the Endangered Species Act by killing 5 tiger cubs to make more room for the adult tigers, and, on top of that, was found guilty for orchestrating a murder-for-hire plot against his nemesis, Carole Baskin. And while millions of people do not understand why they are so absorbed by this documentary series, it's been reported that Joe is now in the hospital. As for now, the 57-year-old Joe is being held in the Federal Bureau of Prisons-operated Federal Medical Center, Fort Worth, for male inmates receiving medical treatment. So what's actually happened? Shortly before this development, Steven Colbert managed to interview Joe after the release of the documentary.
So you're doing well?
Yes.
Great.
While Joe seemed to be healthy, it turned out that his fellow inmates had confirmed cases of coronavirus. Joe's 24-year-old husband, Dillon Passage, revealed in an interview with Andy Cohen that Joe Exotic was put on virus isolation because of these cases in Grady County Jail in Chickasha, Oklahoma. The facility is just an hour's drive from Exotic's former zoo. A Grady County staffer confirmed that Joe was no longer here at this facility, but didn't comment whether he tested positive. In an interview with Andy Cohen, Dillon revealed a lot of details about his and Joe's romance. And by a lot, we mean too many intimate details that we'll discuss later in the video. Though Exotic claimed they first met at the parade, Dillon says they had a couple of drinks the night before at Joe's Safari Bar because they connected over the dating app Grindr. As Dillon revealed to Andy, he was just super sweet to me. He just came off as very genuine and a good, down-to-earth guy. He's very charismatic. So after just 2 weeks of dating, and 2 months since Joe's third husband passed away, Dillon and Joe got married. Andy had the same question as you do now. Wasn't it too fast? But Passage had a very simple answer to that. We definitely jumped the gun, I can say that. But I'm not ashamed of it whatsoever. Even though the two have only been together for 3 years, Dillon says he will remain loyal while his husband is in prison. As he said, he's been with me through my darkest times, and I'm not going to just dip out and abandon him when he needs me most. I'm very loyal to Joe. Well, some might say that a 24-year-old bartender won't still be waiting around when Joe comes out of prison at the age of 79. But there might be a possibility that Joe will come out sooner than that. Well, at least that's what Joe hopes for. It was reported that Exotic filed a lawsuit against the feds. Joe is demanding $94 million for false imprisonment, false arrest, perjury, and entrapment. Just this March, Joe posted about it on his Facebook page, saying, "This lawsuit has been filed in the name of justice. The Trump administration must be made aware of the overreach, perjury, abuse of power, and the failure to uphold the oath of their position, which is truth and justice for all." So, while waiting for the updates regarding the case, Dillon implied in the interview with Cohen that he feels that Jeff Lowe could be the one who set up Joe. Quick reminder, according to prosecutors, Joe tried to hire people to murder Baskin and ended up giving $3,000 to a man to travel from Oklahoma to South Carolina and on to Florida to kill his nemesis. But Dillon expressed his own thoughts on the case, saying, "I'm not going to say much, but I know it's not a possible setup. It's 100% true fact that he set him up and even said it on the show." Besides that, Dillon revealed lots of intimate details about his and Joe's marriage. Among some facts, he clarified that there were no tigers in the bedroom when they were making love, despite what we saw on the documentary. Dillon also revealed that he made Joe take out his Prince Albert piercing from his genitals when they were making love. So if you want to know more about Dillon and Joe's marriage and their life before and after Exotic's imprisonment, let us know in the comments below. Subscribe to our channel to follow the latest updates on Tiger King and Joe Exotic's health. Thanks for watching and, as always, stay awesome.